Hey guys, so sorry I've been gone for so long. I've been really busy, but this is going to be my July-August wrap-up, and I read a lot of books and my camera's about to die, so I'm going to try to do this really quick update. I'm going to be getting a desktop iMac, which will be awesome for editing and just pictures, and I'm going to be getting back into photography and Photoshop because I used to be really into that stuff in middle school. And I can't wait, and I'm going to get a new DSLR camera. I have two already, but they don't film, and I can't wait. So look out for that. So first, my July wrap up. The first book I read was Champion by Marie Lu, and I really enjoyed this, and I didn't mind the ending. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. So I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. And then in July I read Covet by Tracy Gravis Graves, which is the author of On the Island, which I really enjoyed, and this was so disappointing. I do not recommend it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and it basically led to nothing. Like, the plot was nothing. There was no plot, there was no juicy stuff, like, don't read it. And then I read the Grisha trilogy. The first one was a reread for me, and it was Shadow and Bone, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars just like last time. I really enjoyed it. And then I read Siege and Storm, and I also enjoyed it, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Ruin and Rising, which was a disappointment for me. I couldn't get into it. It took me so long to read. I felt like it was dragging on, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and I know I'm gonna get crap for this, but I really didn't enjoy it, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be keeping this trilogy. And then I read The Good Girl by Mary Kubica, and this is adult fiction, like suspense thriller, and it was really good. It has to do with kidnapping. So basically this girl gets kidnapped, and she kinda starts liking her kidnapper, so it's one of those books, and I did not like the ending. I was gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars up until the ending, and I ended up giving it a 3.5, I think. And then I read Virgin by Radhika Sangani. Radhika Sandani, and I have to say this is probably my favorite book that I read in July. It was hilarious, and I definitely recommend it. It's about this girl that's in college. She's 21 and she's trying to lose her virginity. I know some of the reviews I read, some people took it personally, but to me it was just written to be this funny story, and a lot of explicit stuff in there, but still really funny. You have to go read it if you're into new adult. So for August, the first book I read was The School for Good and Evil, A World Without Princesses, and I really enjoyed this one too. Not as much as the first one, but I'm still looking forward to the third one. If you haven't read The School of Good and Evil, go read it now because it's a really good middle grade series, and it's kind of different from what I've read. So I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars, I think, and I definitely recommend picking up the series if you haven't yet. And then from Running Press, I got for review Blackfin Sky, and I read it in like a day. It was really good. It's about this girl who died 3 months ago. She drowned. All of a sudden she walks into school one day and everyone's like, "You were dead." And she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So basically everyone thinks she's dead, and she's like, "I've always been alive. I don't know what you guys are talking about," and she doesn't remember dying. So I gave this a 4 to 5 stars, and I definitely recommend picking it up. And then I read The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy, which was addicting like everyone said it would be. Really a 3-day read, like each book in a day. So the first one I read was The Summer I Turned Pretty, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars though, I think, because I didn't really like the main character in this one. And then I read It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han, and this one I gave 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read We'll Always Have Summer, and this one I gave 4 out of 5 stars too, and I think I liked this one the best out of all of them, or the second book. But all of them were just fun reads. I mean, they weren't like amazing reads, but they were really fun, light reads that I could just read like in between really quickly in 3 days. And then from review from Disney Hyperion, I got Mary the Summoning by Hilary Monahan, and this one came out September 2nd, so definitely go check it out. It's about these girls who play Bloody Mary, and it doesn't really go very well, and that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to give the plot away, and I really enjoyed it. It was a 1-day read for me, and I think I gave it 4 4 out of 5 stars. But definitely a really fun YA horror book. And then I read Are We There Yet by David Levithan. I gave this 3 stars, I think. Definitely not my favorite. I've read a lot of his books and not my favorite, but still enjoyed it. And then I read Messenger of Fear by Michael Grant. Oh, I didn't really enjoy it. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but I think I'll still be giving his Gone series a chance because I haven't read them yet. But I don't know, I didn't really enjoy this. I got it at BEA and he was really nice and everything, but it was okay. And then my favorite book of both months was The Secret Sky by Tia Abawi. And I got this for a review from Penguin. It was amazing. It was like a YA version of something Khaled Hosseini would write, and that is like the compliment of all compliments. And it reminded me of A Thousand Splendid Suns. It's about this girl who is Hazara and this boy who is Pashtun, I think that's how you say it, and they fall in love and it's forbidden, and it's more than just a love story. Really recommend this. Changed my rating now to 5 stars because it was so good, and I will definitely be buying a finished copy myself because it was that good and I definitely recommend it. And this is already out, I think, so go buy it. So those were all the books I read. I hope you enjoyed this video and there will be more to come.